Hello everybody, welcome back, or welcome to my channel. We are playing Noble again. I really enjoy this game. It's very fun. I did manage to upgrade my tier on Patreon, so I do have the current unstable build is what they call the latest one. I did unfortunately lose the save from my last one, so we do have to start over again. I'm sorry guys. But I accidentally closed that browser, did not save any of it to my computer, so I was not able to save any of that, which sucks so bad because now we don't get to see what happens further on, and I'm so sorry about that, guys. So we will start fresh this time. I do want to, I'm going to try a different one. Oh, okay, no. So if you guys click cozy mode in this, you have no limit to resource spending. Game only ends when you run out of trueborns. And then there's the endless mode, which there's no year limit. But if you hit cozy mode, you automatically are entered into endless mode. So there's that. Again, they do currently have the demo back, and it does have more up-to-date information now. So the demo actually has a lot of the new updates. It even has like the Masquerade and everything. So it's really interesting. The itch version doesn't have the Masquerade yet, I believe. It also doesn't have some of the other stuff. So I could do Krankheim, Salister, or Winchester. So they've changed which ones are now hard and easy. So again, House Sapwood is always easy because you start out with so much. Krankheim is medium. Winchester is, instead of the hard difficulty, Winchester is now no longer the hard difficulty. It is medium. And Salister is the hardest one. Which makes sense because Salister was a harder version. So I think what I want to go is I want to go with Krankheim for this one, because I think that's what we were doing with the last one. No, we were actually on the Winchester last time. So I'm going to go Krankheim this time. All right, so we've got Lulabill and Cwinus, and then Cwinus the second, and oh, I don't think it's Lulabill, it's Eulabill the second. So, all right, so you're pregnant. We just have to reach 6 generations. All right, let's go. All right, let's get this along. Let's see how this works. Oh, we do have a hunt. I'm going to send you on a hunt. We do have a male. All right, so pregnancy happened. And my liege, as the halls of the House Krankheim estate echoed with the screams of childbirth, Eulabill Krankheim finally expelled a squalling bundle of joy. Eulabill held their head high as they proudly presented their healthy, legitimate son to the world, to the bemusement of all. Eulabill gave birth to a boy and discovered Lulabill as jolly. So now they've added this bottom part, so now you can actually see what this kind of condenses down to if you don't want to read all of this. So it's actually really nice that they did that. Also, I believe you can hover over this and it will actually tell you what happens as well. So it's very nice. And I do really like what it does up here. It actually tells you up here now the goods, so you don't have to hover over them to see it anymore, which I really appreciate that one. So we now have Yvetter as the next one. So we do have Rogericus, probably. And Gilmus. Gilmus, I like Rogericus' stats better. Yes, let's do Rogericus. And we'll take your mother for that. I don't really want Gilmus. Not very good stats, in my opinion. And we do have another one. Oh. Okay, nothing happened during that. Oh, that would have been more, but his stats are still so much better. Rogericus, yeah, I still like his stats better. All right, so we go to that. I am actually going to sell Cwinus the second for that. And let's see how this goes. All right. So, my liege at the House Winchester court, while other maidens performed dreadful lute serenades, Eulabill II Krankheim boldly recited tax codes to impress Rogericus Winchester. Apparently charmed by such riveting fiscal knowledge, Rogericus wisely agreed to the engagement, securing House Winchester a clever alliance. So they're now engaged, and he's wise. Ooh, nice. That's good to know. And I do not have... Whoa, what? Who did you get pregnant? Wyness. Oh, okay. I was like, who did you get pregnant? And it's like, oh, okay, never mind. I was so upset, and then I saw, oh, it's his wife. I do not have a midwife for you, unfortunately. I do not have anyone to go to the wedding or anything. Ah, everyone's so busy. Busy, busy, busy. Might work. Ooh, oh man, I could have gotten him. Darn it. So this is I believe, a Baron. Yes, so he's Baron. So I could have gone with him, but oh well. It's his life. I'm gonna have you. I cannot have anyone go to this, unfortunately. I do have a female. I don't mind her stats, but I guess we'll try it. All right, what did this do? Courtship, my liege, in a dazzling display of diplomacy at the courtship in House Satwood. Wyness, the second serenaded Lenore. The second was a charming tale of dragon saving, prompting an engagement. Yay. To cap it off, they even brokered peace between quarreling courtiers who should refill the mead. Over who should refill the mead. So they got engaged, and Wyness is peaceful. Nice. I don't have anyone to go to that, unfortunately. I am sorry. Oh, it happened at the same time. So, my liege, amidst the laborious groans and the anxious pacing of Wyness, Eulabelle Krankheim quietly delivered a healthy, legitimate boy named Courtship. The meek Eulabelle even apologized to midwife for any inconvenience caused by, well, childbirth. So, unfortunately, she is now meek, which is a negative to your fortitude, but she is jolly, which is a positive to charisma. Wyness does not have anything yet. So it's Godter. Alright, so how did this wedding go? A burst dropped, no vows forgotten. My liege, just as vows were exchanged, the priest sneezed with such force that Richardus's elaborate wig flew into the wedding cape, launching a hidden pouch of coins straight into Eulabelle II slap. That does not sound pleasant. Okay, so there's just snot on his wig, but it flew into the wedding cake. Ooh, now there's snot on that wedding cake? Ugh. I wouldn't want to eat that wedding cake now. The incident was declared an omen of prosperity by the ever-practical entourage of House Winchester. Spirits rose, contracts were signed, and Rodericus and Eulabelle II sealed their union with broad grins and a heavier compoise. Yay, they like each other. Aw, Eulabelle's cute. Rodericus, nice stash, dude. And I love the just whoop with his hair. It's so cool. We gained more money from that union. That's nice. All right, so now I can send someone to this. I'm going to send Yvetter. He's only 4 years old. He looks very refined for a 4-year-old, I'm going to say. With the curls in his hair. Gilmus. I think I didn't like him. Oh, I would love this, but I don't have any females. I don't think I'm going to be able to use any of those. I'm sorry. Oh, yay! Good. We need him to go collect dues. All right. Nope, I cannot do anything with you. All right, so how did this wedding go? My liege, after a stunning display of forced smiles and cold, clammy hands. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Wyness II and Lenore II were reluctantly bound in wedlock. Ooh, that does not sound good. She did not look happy. Meanwhile, a crate of mediocre apples found its way to House Krankheim as a gift from Lenore II's ever-thrifty aunt. So it doesn't sound like it's a very good reunion, but sometimes things like that happen, unfortunate. But they still got married and we still gained more goods. Oh, more to go. My liege, at the wedding of Wyness II and Lenore II, Yvetter managed to spill wine on 3 noble robes, and announce an opinion about House Sapwood's cuisine loud enough for the priest to drop their scriptures, ensuring everyone remembers House Krankheim quite fondly. Oh no, we gained major recognition among other houses. Was that good or bad? I don't know. It did say quite fondly, so probably good. Probably. I could have waited for this. I should have waited for that. Oh well. My bad. My liege, as the halls of the House Krankheim estate echoed with the screams of childbirth, Eulabelle II Krankheim heroically brought forth a healthy, legitimate baby girl, defying the pain and insults hurled at the nurses. Rodericus couldn't be prouder. Eulabelle gave birth to a girl. Nice. We have mostly boys. And she got the brave trait. Yes, so that gives a plus to fortitude. That's always good. Yes, that is so happy. Yay, they had kids. Now you need to have kids. All right, who wants to go to the visit? I am going to send, let's send you, Labelle, a second. Oh no, oh no. What are you fighting about? Calm down. Sea Winus the second, calm them down, please. I would have thought these two would have been angry at each other. My liege, after an arduous collection across House Krankheim lands, Sea Winus, first Krankheim Baron of Shieldwall, gathered every last horse log and lump of iron, only to discover a crate of chickens mysteriously replaced with a squawking geese by a particularly mischievous village elder. Ah, those village elders, sometimes they can't help themselves. So we did get 1.8, but we did lose 250. That's not too bad. But Lenore is from Sapwood, and we are indifferent with House Sapwood, so that might be probably what's causing the argument. Possibly. All right, so what do we got? My liege, in the heat of the quarrel, amidst shadow goblets and flying accusations, Iulabella stood unwavering before Lenore II's furious tirade. Courage gleamed in their eyes as they boldly held their ground, earning the admiration of all. Ooh, Iulabella's brave. Nice. So you didn't really help Sea Winus II, but whatever. Oh, she's cute. Oh, I love her. She's so cute. I love the animation. They're just so cute. Yes. All right, you help with that pregnancy. Make sure you don't piss off each other, please. That would not be good. All right, so nothing happened during the visit. That's okay. We got another one. We can't even do anything with that. They're not old enough yet. All right, how did the pregnancy go? Ooh, twins are bust. Sea Winus II's finest hour, my liege, with the clang of pots and the terrified yelp of the kitchen boy, Lenore II Krankheim went into labor amidst a chaotic dinner. Sea Winus II Krankheim, ever the meticulous planner, personally inspected each spoonful of broth, ensuring it was to the midwife's liking. After what seemed like an eternity of grunts, tears, and an unfortunate incident involving a misplaced chicken. A misplaced chicken. I wonder where it ended up. Who knows? Somebody's stomach? Lenore II delivered not one, but 2 healthy daughters. Ooh, yay, we got more girls. Leaving Sea Winus II both exhausted and exceedingly proud. Yay! Discovered Sea Winus II is meticulous. Okay, so meticulous. I believe meticulous is a plus to fortitude. That's actually really good. And gave birth to twins. We have Lenore III. Of course, they got to go down with that. And Murata. Probably Murata. We have Lulabelle III, Murata, and Lenore III so far. All right, so we have a visit. Let's send Lenore II because she just had a baby, and I want these two to have more if they possibly can. I wish I could have you, sir, but I cannot. I mean, I could go for this. We do have plenty of goods. Do I have anybody who'd be really, really good at that? Let's send Rodricus to get some more goods. Oh, she's cute. Isasi II. She's cute. Again, I love the artwork. Okay, send you to go get the dues. He's still looking for He's still looking for a wife. Okay, so we did get some, yay. My liege while haggling for honey and suspiciously magical looking apple. And a suspiciously magical looking apple. Rodricus was so dazzled by Tybalt's juggling goats that half the coin vanished in a blink. Dang it. Yet astonishingly, a mysterious chest of glittering jewels arrived at House Krankheim's gates by evening. Oh, so we lost, but then we gained. Nice. So Tybalt, you can see she's graceful, gloomy, careless, and lowborn. So they recently added that too. Now you can actually see who's lowborn and not. And I think Rodricus, it doesn't even say that he's highborn or anything. But he is wise, which adds to his wit, which is really, really good. So that makes me happy on that one. Oh, she's a pretty one too. I love the artwork here. It's so pretty. Oh no. She's getting robbed. So before you could click on the bandit leader and kind of see what their stuff was, but it looks like high fortitude worsens your outcome. So if you have high fortitude, I didn't know you could do that. Okay, that I didn't see before. But if you look up here, there's this right above the bandit leader's head, it shows high fortitude. Hover over it and it tells you high fortitude worsens your outcome. So if you send someone in here with high fortitude, it will worsen your income, your outcome, so you might lose more money. But if you do high wit, that improves it. So that's actually really good to see. So you might lose some goods, but you might lose coin here instead. So it's a give or take. You don't have the most highest wisdom, so let me send Ayulabil to help you a little bit on that, because that looks like you might need it. I don't want that one at all. All right, doesn't look like you got much farm goods. My liege, heading out to collect dues across the House Krankheim lands, Siwinus, first Krankheim Baron of Shieldwall, found peasants miraculously allergic to taxes. Yeah, figures. Most coughed up nothing but excuses and 3 jars of questionable honey. Still, House Krankheim is now the hot gossip in every neighboring hall, so we gained more recognition among the other houses. So House Winchester is still wary. Indifferent for these two, but House Winchester is wary. So you can unlock stuff from here. So we collected 350. Well, let's see what happens. More. Still the same one. Can't do anything with it. Robbery. My liege, as the dust settled from the robbery, Ayulabil chastely bashed Betson's head with a heavy tome. Wow! Ayulabil! 50 years old and you smacking somebody over the head with a heavy tome? Congrats, woman! While avoiding any lewd banditry, thus Lenore II and the entourage were spared further indignities. So Ayulabil is chaste. Intriguing. So what does chaste do? Chaste is... okay, plus to health. Good to know. So she's jolly, brave, chaste. Meek is a negative. So she has 1 negative and most pluses. So they have all the pluses on this side and the negatives on this side. That's actually really good to know. All right, what's going to happen next? Again, I can't take you right now, my dear. I don't have anyone. Oh, now you're getting it? Jeez Louise. So for this one, high wit improves, high fortitude. It's interesting this one is saying fortitude, but that's really weird. So, because it says right here, high fortitude worsens your outcome, and this one said it improves your outcome. So does it improve or worsen it? I'm so confused on that. I'm going to leave this one alone and see the outcome. Because sometimes you can leave it alone and it ends up good, so... oh, is that why he's 43? He's eligible age. He's eligible to be married, so let's see if we can find some. She actually has really good charisma. Yeah, and I kind of want that crown that she has. She's a countess, I believe? Yes, countess. We do want a countess, so I'm going to go for her. So, Yvette, please. Wine and dine her, darling. I'm going to send your husband, Rogercus, to deal with you quarreling with an 8-year-old. I don't know who started it, but one of you started it, and hopefully you'll end it. Okay, let's see how the quarrel went. My liege, a thunderous quarrel broke out in the Grand Hall as Murata hurled a goblet at the tapestry. Seriously... prompting all present to whisper eagerly about House Krankheim for days. Surely that's one way to win a reputation. Yeah, don't think it was a good reputation. My liege, amid the cacophony of the quarrel, Rogercus mediated with face so long, even the walls seemed to droop in sympathy. Their dreary demeanor made the quarrel feel more like a mournful dirge than a heated dispute. Now he's gloomy. Oh, that's a bad one. Gloomy is a negative to your charisma. Darn it. Alright, so how did this one go? How did your courtship go, my liege? While serenading under a chandelier at House Winchester's lavish gathering, Yvette Krankheim narrowly avoided disaster as the crystal fixture plummeted, missing them by a whisker. He doesn't have any whiskers yet. Isasi II, perhaps unimpressed by such escapades, found a suitor elsewhere, leaving Yvette with mere luck. So he's lucky, but he wasn't lucky in getting her. She's cute. She's got do want another title. I'm going to wait. All right, how did the goods go? Upon discovering that most of the peasants had barricaded the cellars and hidden their apples in chicken coops, C. Winus, first Krankheim Baron of Shieldwall, scoured every nook and cranny until gathering a pitiful haul. He had earned the rousing moniker C. Winus the Indomitable for refusing to give up. So he only got 300, but Indomitable, I mean, that's not bad. I'm not going to do that. I mean, I could, but we got gold that time. See, sometimes you can get a good outcome from these. My liege, in a dazzling display of opportunistic brilliance during the robbery, Lenore III managed to convince June, the bandit leader, to accept a mysterious chest, which upon opening snapped shut and claimed her hand. So now she's hook hand. The carriage rolled off, now considerably heavier with gold. So we got money and June gained a scar. Well, the scar she got was a hook hand. So, yay, good job, Lenore III. Fabulous. I do not have any eligible, and wow, your charisma is poop. See here, here's the Masquerade. And now this can be a gamble. You can either get someone you want with a title or not with a title. I am actually going to do this because I want to do this because it's interesting. You cannot see what each guest has. And it does say anyone can find a match here. So if you do have a what's considered an illegitimate, or in this case, you know, back in the day it was called bastard, you can also put them in here and they can also get married too. So it's actually really good because they're all masked, so you don't know who's who. It's really nice. I like this. But you can kind of tell who's from what house. So this is House Hallister, this is House Sapwood, and this is House Winchester, and then this is our house. So you can kind of tell by the colors of their masks and everything which house is which. So it's actually quite nice. I actually enjoy that. Let's see. Who's going to go to the hunt? I am actually going to send Eulabelle II to it because I want to. I'm going to close this because it's in the way. Ooh, I could actually... Should I put Godter in there too? Kind of want to. Let's see what you two come out with. So the boys, when they turn 16, are eligible to be married. I think it's also the same for the girls. It might be a little older. We shall see, I suppose. Okay, nothing happened at the hunt, unfortunately. Okay, so yep, 16. So it is 16. I am not gonna marry you, and no, you're too old. I don't want you. And once you make a decision, unfortunately, you can't take it away and change it. So let's send Eulabelle III here. I wish you two would have more kids, but I suppose it is what it is. You're getting up in age, my darling. Why are you two quarreling? Let's have your dad help you. And let's see what we got for the Masquerade Ball. My liege, as mass dropped and assignments were declared, Yvette of Krankheim found themselves betrothed to Bellarette II, a far better fate than sipping wine alone. And I think you can click on this. Oh, they're wise. They're from House Sapwood. That's good. Meanwhile, Rorild and Gurnalgary proved the potency of forbidden trysts with a rather lively consequence. Oh! Wonder if that'll come out with a child. Intriguing. Rorild became pregnant by Gurnalgary. Yep, it did. Wow. Well, anything can happen. Those are not, they're not from our household, but still interesting to know. So we have the House Sapwood. Malige, after being assigned to Edina II, another Sapwood, by a masked matchmaker, Godterd clung to the Masquerade Ball's rules and left engaged, while Bellarette II spent an hour inspecting every goblet for spots, driving the staff to distraction. So, yeah, Bellarette became meticulous. Godter was assigned to Edina II, so your House Sapwood. That's all I know about you. Godter, yeah, I know. So Weideling and Edina. Interesting. And you're 20. Okay, cool. We have marriages. We have nobody to go to them. Well, everybody's kind of preoccupied at the moment. Let's see. All right. So nothing happened at the hunt. Okay, good to know. Let's have you go to... actually, let's have the kids. Let's see how this one went. Emotions run wild. The great stomp out. My liege, as tensions flared at the House Krankheim estate, Lenore III threw a fit of monumental proportions. I wonder how you do that. Stomping around like a deranged goose. Okay, I guess that's how you do it. Deranged goose. In the midst of this theatrical display, Cywinus II Krankheim attempted to mediate, but was forced to duck for cover behind a tapestry. Are you throwing things around? Murata, not wanting to be left out, joined the fray by flinging a perfectly good pie across the room, narrowly missing Cywinus II's head. You missed your dad's head? Oh, yeah, he does not look happy. And we discovered Lenore III is emotional. What does that do? Is that a negative? No, that's actually a positive. And you do get positives for being a twin as well. Now, again, we could rename them if we wanted to. And from what I've found out is if you rename them to one of the names that is a patron, then it changes the image behind them to whatever crest that patron has. If it's one of the... second tier or the third tiers, which is pretty cool. I like that. We do not have any eligible bachelors. They're already getting married, and we're going to send you and you to the other one. Let us see how the marriages go. All right, you collected farm dues. My liege, after a grueling collection tour of the muddy estates, Cywinus, first Krankheim Baron of Shieldwall, discovered every barn and stable suspiciously empty. Yet, ever resourceful, managed to shake down a few peasants for shiny coins hidden in their boots. So 1.4k. Oh no, he died. No. You're the only one who can go to the funeral. No. That is not good. Dang it. Now who's going to collect the dues? We're going to have to find some. Ooh, a gold and a not so gold. Let's see what this one does. My liege, at the jubilant wedding, Godher and Adina II exchanged vows, blissfully unaware of the calamity to follow. Meanwhile, mischievous pigeon dive-bombed Eolubil II with a well-aimed pastry, leaving an icy-induced scar that will surely become legendary. Oh, is that a good thing? Where's the scar? Okay, so, yeah, it added to charisma. Nice. But, yay, they got married. All right, and then here... is the gold one. Luck triumphs over House Sapwood's suspicion. My liege, while Yvette or Krankheim fumbled their vows and dropped the ceremonial ring straight into a soup tureen, Bellaret the second Sapwood dove after it without hesitation. Ooh, resurfacing victorious and beaming. So his wife actually did that. That's so cool. The crowd, including a very suspicious Bellaret, could only gape as the couple declared eternal loyalty, rings still dripping with broth. Thanks to this culinary mishap, Mouse Krankheim now finds itself a hot topic in every noble's whispered conversation. So they got married, and she's a cutie. House Krankheim gained minor recognition among other houses. That's nice. I do not have any eligible bachelors, so unfortunately, sorry, Estrinia, I do not have anyone for you. I need men. Ooh, yes. He's 32. Okay, nothing happened at the funeral. Who do I want to give him to? It looks like a Eolubil the third would be better match for him, so I'm going to do that one. And let's do... Actually, let's have your father help you on this one. And I could get her married to someone with a title. She can't have any kids, but you do then get a new spouse, and that's actually not a bad thing to do. It went to Cywinus II. My liege, after a suspiciously thorough inspection of every candlestick for bad omens, Cywinus II finally sees Cywinus's baronial ring, insisting on reciting 6 protective charms before daring to slip it on. A new baron is born, warded against all imaginary curses. He's superstitious. I guess that makes sense. So that's also something that they added now is sometimes you can't contest these things. So that's not bad. All right, who do we got? Well, he's not too bad. I don't know. He would bring some stuff. So I'm actually going to have you go, my dear. And let's have a Eolubil, your daughter, help you with that one. Ooh. All right, how did this courtship go? My liege, amidst the opulence of the House Winchester court, Iulabil III relentlessly pursued Gunagari. Oh, he was the promiscuous one in the other one, wasn't he? He had an affair with the other chick. Oh, I don't remember her name, but he had an affair. So this guy, that's probably why he's not married. he had a illegitimate child with one of the other ladies. In, I believe it was House Hapwood. Ultimately charming them with tales of dragon slaying and pie baking. Now betrothed, one can only wonder if it's love or strategic pie alliance. So she's relentless. Nice. That's fortitude. He is promiscuous. I know, I saw it. We didn't see that he said he was promiscuous, but they're engaged. Cool. I guess I'll send Lenore the second because, you know, might as well. So there is a hunt happening. So Archer, who would be good an Archer? Okay, Bellaret and they're all pretty even. Let me have one of the girls do it. Also, once you hit 50, I believe, is when when the females can no longer have kids. But the men can have it for quite a while. Despite fierce competition, including a suspiciously radiant maiden from afar, Iulabil Krankheim charmed Rinlip II with a heartfelt poem about lost chickens, prompting immediate engagement. I wonder if she heard the story from her husband. Her dead husband. Courtiers were left agape as Iulabil kindly shared sweetmeats with rival maidens, earning universal admiration. So she's good. Okay, that's good. And they got engaged. Yay! I am going to send you. All right. We do have a maiden. I do not have any bachelors for you. I don't like you. You have very low stats, and I don't want you to marry any of my family. Sorry. A purse dropped, no vows forgotten. My liege, just as vows were exchanged, the priest sneezed with such force that Girard God II's elaborate wig flew into the wedding cake. Again, more snot on the cake, launching a hidden pouch of coins straight into Iulabil III's lap. The incident was declared an omen of prosperity by the ever-practical entourage of House Winchester. Spirits rose, contracts were signed, and Gunalgary and Iulabil III sealed their union with broad grins and a heavier coin purse. So we're wary, indifferent, still indifferent. That's not bad. Yay, got married. I do not have any eligible men for you right now. Alright, so how did this one go? My liege, after the priest finished the world's longest sermon, Iulabil Krankheim and Rinlip II Sapwood exchanged vows so sweet even the party crasher shed a tear, sealing their union while servants scrambled to keep the wild geese from the wedding cake. So they got married, yay! Alright, so now we have C1 the second. You are going to collect dues. I do not have any eligible. So then this also happens. He had a kid with... what was her name? Yeah, see, it's a bastard. With, Rorild. That's who it was. So, you have a bastard. I do not have access to her because she's probably with the mother. Because that's usually how it goes in these. Is it usually has them end up with the mother. So, she's probably with Rorild. But I guess you can kind of see that because it shows that, I believe. So, yes. Is he promiscuous? No, it doesn't say so. All right. Competition. How did it go? My liege, with a twang and a wholly unnecessary flourish, Bellaret II Krankheim skewered Bardic's reputation, and regrettably, Bardic, winning the golden trophy while House Winchester's Archer slumped to the ground in shame and other unfortunate positions. I don't want to imagine what those positions were, but we did win. We got 1,000. We accidentally killed someone, but, you know, stuff happens. My liege, after a flurry of steel and sweat, Lenore III feigned defeat, whispering tactical advice to Shirlin mid-bout, allowing Shirlin to snatch victory in the golden trophy, because sometimes wisdom is knowing when to let others trip over future glory. Ha ha ha. She may have lost, but she got wise. So that's actually really good. She's aggressive, so it's a negative on that. But she's actually pretty good. That's cool. I do not have any for you, my dear. Oh, you're sick. So it's showing here health improves. Her health is actually really, really good, though. But it looks like they need wit, so let's send Iulabil to help with that, I guess. And it does use some of the goods. Okay, so we do have someone. He's not too bad. Looks like he would be good probably for Murata. So I'm going to send Murata. And let's send, I guess, your mother with to watch over you. No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so we got some goods. 4 hooves, 3 herbs, and a horseshoe. My liege, intent on squeezing bounty from the villagers. C minus the second Krankheim Baron of Shieldwall, found their wagon overloaded with, not with farm dues, but with 4 sheep, 3 pungent bundles of wild herbs, and 1 very shiny, though utterly useless horseshoe. A goat stampeded the potato stockpile, leaving only splinters and bruised pride behind. But somehow, C minus the second emerged, clutching the lone horseshoe, greeting his onlookers from House Krankheim, and beyond gossiped about their uncanny fortune. So he got 500. He's lucky, and he gained minor recognition. Well, that's not bad. Oh. Ooh, she's cute. Is she? I wonder, because I know she was looking for a husband before. She does have a spouse now. Okay. Who do I want to go there? Let's send Lenore this third. All right, how did this go? The fiery chicken soup. I think this is a good one. My liege, as the servants scurried around the House Krankheim estate, preparing a broth for the ailing Iulabil II, little did they know that the kitchen assistant had made a grave mistake. Instead of adding a pinch of rosemary, they accidentally dumped an entire sack of red-hot chili peppers into the soup. Don't do that. Ignoring the screams and tears of the guests, Iulabil II took 1 sip and emerged from their bed, completely unaffected by the fiery concoction. Truly nothing can defeat Iulabil II's resilient and indomitable constitution. Yay, good job, sweetie. Now you can't have any more kids, unfortunately. The hunt. Let's actually send Iulabil II forward. Alright, someone's quarreling. Really, Vetter? You quarreling with your stepfather? Because that's what it is. Let's have your mother mediate. Ooh, how did this courtship go, my liege, at the House Winchester court? While the maidens performed a dreadful lute serenades, Murata Krankheim boldly recited tax codes to impress Bardic II Winchester. Apparently charmed by such riveting fiscal knowledge, Bardic II wisely agreed to the engagement, securing House Winchester a clever alliance. Nice. They're engaged, and she's wise. Ooh, I don't think I've seen this one. A scorched rose, my liege, amidst the romantic whispers and fluttering hearts. A fiery disaster unfolded at the court of the courtship invitation. As Lenore II was delicately extinguishing a candle, their vibrant gown caught fire, engulfing them in a blazing inferno. With astonishing speed, Bardic II flung their cape over Lenore II, smothering the flames and preserving their chaperone's honor. A true hero emerging from the ashes, Lenore II emerged unscathed, and House Krankheim became more well-known among other houses. Additionally, the trust of House Winchester towards House Krankheim improved a bit. That's good. That actually turned out really well. So let's have you go to the wedding, I suppose. Yes. Okay, so nothing happened there. You do need some help. Let's send you there. So this is someone trying to scam them out of, their title. So his wit is pretty high, but his charisma is Poe. He's evil. That makes sense. So his charisma is, or his wit is there. His wit is not so good, but that doesn't necessarily mean much. So improves his income. So I don't know. We'll see. All right, and we do have this for another visit. Let's send Bellaret there. And you guys never had kids. Dang nabbit. Oh well. Pie in the face. My liege, in the grand dining hall of House Krankheim, during a rather heated quarrel with Rinlip II, Yvetta reached for what they thought was a goblet of wine. Alas, it was a cream pie. With a flourish and inadvertent slip, the pie launched from their hand, landing squarely on Rinlip II's bewildered visage. Henceforth, Yvetta has been dubbed Yvetta the Jester. So he got to marry someone who is a little bit too old, that they never had kids. They're at least having kids, so that's a good sign. Hunt. My liege, in a spectacular display of skillful incompetence, Iulabil II and Agneria pursued an insidiously clever boar through thickets, only for it to vanish like a ghost. Dawn. Alas, no boar feast, but at least House Krankheim gained a whisper of fame. So the hunt failed, no feast, but we gained recognition, which is good. Good. I don't have any eligible bachelors, and I need people to have babies. You're having a baby. You will never have a baby. You can't anymore. You can't anymore. You hopefully will. So he's sick. I'm going to leave it alone for now because our goods are low. All right, how did the baby go? The sleepy mother's labor of love. Oh, I think this is a good one. My liege, in the cozy halls of the House Krankheim estate, Adina II embarked on the adventure of a lifetime, childbirth. With an exhaustion that could rival a hibernating bear, they pushed and panted, sweat pouring down their brow. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, a shrill cry filled the air as a healthy baby girl emerged. Godter beamed with pride, though it was abundantly clear that Adina II had once again proven their talent for being socially inept. Oh, darn it. She's socially inept. Which, if I remember correctly, is a bad thing. Darn it. But we do have an Adina III. Alright, how did this go? My liege, in a public square teeming with traitors, Regimen II tried to swindle Gurnalguri out of their title with promises of riches. With a grin, Gurnalguri managed to keep their title by charmingly distracting Regimen II with scandalous flirtation. Okay, wow. I mean, he already has a bastard, so it makes sense that he could flirt his way out of it. My liege, as the priest proclaimed their union, Maratha exchanged vows with Bardic II, and in a flourish only the truly committed could muster, dispatched Mabilsi with a dagger. Oh, good gracious, Maratha. Hidden beneath a bouquet. Who says weddings lack excitement, right? Go, Maratha, you are something else. Oh, more. My liege, at the wedding feast of Maratha and Bardic II, Rogericus spilled a goblet of wine straight into the lap of Girard II, thus ensuring House Krankheim is discussed in every corridor gossip for weeks. Again, minor recognition. Wow. Wow. We're getting bigger. We're getting bigger. But that is all I have time for today. I am going to save it. Again, there is the demo that is out. It does have a lot of the stuff that you see here. It's pretty up to date with everything. And it's available, I believe, till July 6th, if I remember correctly. So feel free to do it. You can only play House Sapwood. But again, House Sapwood is the easy one. And I actually enjoy House Sapwood. I would say they're my favorite. But thank you guys for joining me for this. We get to start over. We got to start over with Iulabil and C. Winus, who unfortunately passed already, and passed it down to C. Winus II. So I guess we got to see how far this goes. I'm hoping Iulabil III is going to have a kid with Gurnalguri, hopefully, because they need to have some kids. At least Godter had a kid with Adina, so there's an Adina III. We need a Godter the first, or technically the second because he's the first. Rogericus or Iulabil, she's gone down. Lenore II, we already have a Lenore III, so good on her. We still need Yvetter, but he might have to remarry to do that, so I guess that'll have to wait. But thank you guys for joining me. Next time we will see what happens. And if you guys liked it, please subscribe if you really enjoy this content that I'm doing. I hope to see you guys next time. And have a great and wonderful day, guys. Thank you for showing up and have a good day. Bye.